Okay, this is going to be part two on the camber versus flat bottom airfoil blade, also known as Clark White airfoil. Look it up if you're not familiar with that term. Clark White airfoil was used on some of the early radio control helicopters, the gas helicopters that were coming out back in the early 70s, maybe perhaps even before then. But Clark White airfoil, if you had one of those older helicopters, large helicopters, 60 cc engine or something like that, 45 cc engine, gas engines, not gas, but model fuel engines, you would find that those blades were fixed pitch helicopter blades is what I'm talking about. Flat bottom airfoil, Clark White airfoil was the typical airfoil used on some of those blades, wooden blades. And so what you're viewing is basically the same thing in 3D printed form, and I've done this for the Herobos RB Quirk, which I'm revamping with some just cleaning it up, and I've been trying to fix the control board for this particular one. If I can get that finalized, I'm still working on that. I'll be using that. Otherwise, I'm just going to employ my own control system here just to speed things up. Versus the camber blade, this is a 3D printed version to replace the original blade injection molded. You can see these blades are a little bit discolored because over the years since the blade 120, I believe this is the blade 120 SR came out. It's been a long time, and my helicopters have been sitting on shelves, just gathering dust. And so I got bitten by the RC helicopter bug again, and I decided to bring all that stuff out and see what needs fixing, what needs what needs improvement, just to bring it up to new technology. I don't completely want to use full control system, 6-axis gyro control systems on these because I want to keep them original as they were intended with their as much as possible with their original electronics. As far as parts is concerned, these blades, I don't know if you can even find these, and if you can, they're probably going to be very expensive because it's just the nature of things. When things become scarce and vintage, parts are very hard to come around, or they're very expensive at that point. So in order to and I never really care for buying replacement parts when I can make my own, in 3D print form. And so that's what this video is all about here. Just showing you the differences in the types of blades. Look how nice this blade came out. And this is printed at 0.2 millimeters in layer thickness. I could have done this at 1.1 millimeter, which would be a little more smoother on the layering. But that's the difference between these two blades here.